And let me see if I can get through this one without crying. So yeah, I heard the word unity. It was as if all of my neurons, all of my neuropathways just went, and all at once I knew everything there was to know about the universe and the principles of God, and from every tiny speck to the greatest, grandest creations, from a drop of rain to a teardrop to the deepest depths of the ocean. God, the Creator, had a fingerprint in everything. And this fingerprint reflected the Creator. We are made in the image of. And so when I saw it all like this, I was like, there is no... he was speaking to me at the same time I was listening, and also knowing I know this. And it's very hard to articulate, but in that flooding of this knowing, I could see the importance of yin and yang and division. And he was teaching me, like, in this rush of information or knowledge or inner knowing, I saw like a flood of why we have black, white, yes, no, wrong, right, liberal, Labour, all these divisions. And in context, in holiness, that the diversity is a gift. It's a way of approaching things and looking at things from a different perspective and gaining knowledge and gaining more understanding of who we are as a race, as humanity, as God in flesh. Like it's about learning. It was about information. It's like we all want this. We're all desiring this, but somehow we've got lost. And rather than just viewing a different perspective and seeing it through the eyes of love, we bring in judgment, and we bring in hatred, and we bring in unforgiveness, and all these things are, I want to swear, but stumbling blocks to the real reason of who we are and the essence of what we're doing here. I don't know if this is making sense, but it made so much sense to me. I was like, the reason that we're put in situations where we're in opposition is not to judge on that brother or that sister of yours, to say, hey, I don't like bloody heavy metal music, that's antichrist. No, it's not. God is in absolutely anything you would ever look at or ever discover. But where it goes wrong is when we bring in judgment and we bring in hatred, and we start to what's the word I'm looking for? It's like we start to distort. We distort the truth, and then we start to see it as something that isn't of us, and we recoil it. Yes, we're recoiling the part that isn't us because we've made it out of the image of God. It's now no longer in the image of God. We've distorted it, so then we reject it, and it keeps going. At some point, this is what's happening. The government is going to rest upon kingdom principalities, because what we're resting upon right now is just distortions. This is all distortions. This is why we're all arguing, and we need to wake up and realise that we're living in a world of distortions. And of course, we're not fighting against one another. We need to be united, but it doesn't mean we unite with hatred. It doesn't mean we unite with tearing each other down. We have to unite in love, and we have to unite and hold hands in forgiveness. And I was seeing this wine being poured out, which was the most beautiful wine. And if you could drink of this wine and understand this wine, you would be awake, and you would experience sensations that you're craving. You would find yourself whole. You would find yourself pure. You would find yourself electrified and alive, and you would understand that it all makes sense. But we're living in a world of distortion, and if we keep playing this game, it's just going to continue, and it's just going to get worse. And there is a timeline and a storyline that's playing out where people are going to continue to play that distorted timeline. But you have to make a choice not to play those games anymore. We have to make a choice to only see kingdom principalities. And diversity is not evil. It's not you fighting against your brother. Diversity is a gift. Diversity is you understanding another aspect of yourself that you haven't remembered. And in finding diversity and in loving your brothers through your differences, you are building, not destroying and breaking down. And then as I'm standing there and all this knowledge is flooding through me, I say, I want to feel Jesus. I want to feel Jesus. What's this all about? And I see this gold pour down like a mould into the circle of the clouds. And it suddenly takes form and it starts to rise up. And I'm like, what is this form? And I see, I don't know how to describe it, architecture. I see a little Japanese village that looks like the willow pattern with the beautiful sort of roofs like this and all the orchestra. And there's dragons all in the architecture of the walls and the pillars. Then I see Grecian, like Roman. Well, I'm channeling so much I can't even speak. Then I see like New York Empire State Building and Dubai and all these, and it's like, wow, we've created this. And it was pouring in. It was like God sealing it and saying, look how clever we are. Look what you've done, and look at the diversity of all these different types of buildings. Wherever you are in the world, how scattered and how different you are. Look at the beauty of it. And it turned into this golden crown. And this crown was rising up and I was watching it, amazed and enthralled at, oh my gosh, we are such incredible beings of diverse creativity. And that is God. That is what is the essence of us. We are divine creators. We are so beautifully here to experience what we can create. We are creators. And yet, we want everything to look the same. We want everything to look the same as us. What a boring world that is. How are we restricting the beauty of the things that we need to learn from one another? And this crown, God was so proud of it. And he was putting it on his head with this word, unity. I want to shout, unity. Please unite. And remember that we are all one. And then you hear this, like your brain with already all the arguments. Yeah, but the killing, the hatred, Yes, that's not what God's asking you to unite with. Don't be stupid. Life, not death. But choose life. Choose to unite with life. And it starts with you. It starts with you looking at your heart and me. Where are you bringing more division? Where are you supporting the programming of division? Diversity is holy and created correct. We're supposed to be different. That's why I love my brothers. I love my sisters who are different from me. And I can go and sit with them like Jesus would go and sit with the sinners and the people that were nothing like him, because the religious people want it all to be the same. Because they don't understand what it's all about. Woo! Unity is what needs to happen. And we're about to step into a season where that is going to play out. With those of us that will choose to live of kingdom mentality. This isn't religion. I have respect for all religions as long as they're in the truth and they are expressing the joy and the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, kindness, faithfulness, self-control. All those things are the fruits of you living with a kingdom mentality. And that's how we build here. We build the gold. We build the kingdom. It's here. We've got to align with it and we've got to live it for ourselves and unite. And there was so much more, but I'm going to leave it there because God damn, it's time. It's time. And you're either with me or you're not. It doesn't matter. I'm not here for popularity. I'll probably have a load of people think I'm insane. That is fine. This is important. And if this resonates, you'll feel it. You'll know it. Go and live the life, your blueprint. What is it? Do it, because you're part of a big picture. This is a big picture. It's not just me. Love you.